Okay guys, I just got home from my workout and I am so hungry. So on the menu today, we're gonna make some miso eggplant as well as the Emily Mariko salmon bowl. I've been looking forward to this meal since I thought of it yesterday. Let's get cooking. The oven is already preheating to 350 degrees. We have, if I'm not mistaken, Chinese eggplant here. So I'm gonna wash this and then cut it up into little bite-sized chunks. I'm going to try and make this like Nobu style. The oven's ready. Okay, at Nobu, I'm pretty sure, cut the tops off and the ends. And I feel like they do it in like 1.5 inch pieces down the middle. To be honest, I don't know if I'm mixing up Nobu's eggplant with Panda Express's eggplant tofu, but either way, they're both delicious, so who cares? And I'm making a lot because I want a lot. Perfect. We're keeping these super simple, just a light layer of oil, and then putting all of our eggplant on the sheet. Spray them a little more, a little salt, and a little pepper. Super simple. And then I'm gonna turn them all to be face side down on the pan so they can get nice and crispy. Oh, it's so pretty. I love that color. Now we're gonna put them in the oven for like 15-20 minutes. Next up, I'm gonna make some bone broth just to sip on while we're cooking because I'm pretty cold right now and it sounds really yummy. I have the bare bones beef and the chicken. I've only had the chicken so far, so today we're gonna try beef. I like the beef, but I like chicken way more. For the protein for lunch today, we are gonna use some salmon fillets. I got these at Air One, but obviously any salmon fillets will do. And I will be air frying mine because I'm feeling lazy. And also, I just think it makes such good salmon. So I'm gonna put these in my basket and we're gonna pat them dry. We're gonna spray a little oil, pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, and then I cook these at 370 for maybe like 10 minutes, 9-10 minutes. I like it really nice and medium rare. Chopped up my cucumber and my green onions as toppings. And now we're gonna make the miso mixture that's gonna go on the eggplant to give it lots of nice flavor. I have here just white miso as well as some mirin, and these are kind of the key steps to that. In a bowl, I'm just gonna take a couple tablespoons of miso paste, and then I'm gonna use mirin to thin that out. I'm starting with a tablespoon of mirin, and I'm just going to mix the two together until it forms a nice paste. And the salmon is done. We are crushing it. I'm gonna do a little bit of salt in here too, just to bring out the flavors. I've got a nice paste forming here. Just gonna continue mixing until all the little clumps are out. And then we can brush this onto our eggplant. I added a little more mirin to thin it out a little bit better. And now it will be super easy to brush on. So we're just gonna take a little brush and then get it all over all of the pieces on all the sides. You can also just throw this in a bowl and toss them around too if you wanna make it a little easier for yourself. And then flip them and do the same thing again. That was the perfect amount for 2 eggplants. And then back into the oven for 5 more minutes. All right, we are putting rice in the bowl. Salmon is done. I normally like them to have a crispier top, but I guess this one didn't get that crispy. That's okay though. Still looks perfect. Oh, and she is falling apart. All right, cucumbers. I should have made it prettier, but it's fine. Cucumbers. I like a lot of cucumbers. Green onions. We have some leftover pickled daikon, so I'm gonna add that in just to give a little crunch and a little flavor. Oh yeah. As well as our favorite panchan, which is seasoned dried radish. Adds a nice crunch. Obviously, you need the kewpie and the sriracha right on top and a little furikake. It doesn't look like the prettiest thing in the world, but it sure will taste good. This one is wasabi furikake. This kind of is my sweet fin bowl, but deconstructed. After the last 5 minutes, I hit the eggplant with the broiler for a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna go a little longer, a couple more minutes, maybe like 4 minutes under the broiler. She's done. Dun, 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 dun. Much better. Yes. How good does that look? Bon appetit. Here's our finished salmon bowls. We've got seaweed, the eggplant, and lunch is served.